Mick Jagger, the unstoppable force behind the Rolling Stones, the man whose energy on stage has mesmerized millions for decades. But behind the swagger, the iconic moves, and the stadium-shaking performances lies a side rarely seen: the touring nightmares he secretly hated. At 78, Mick Jagger finally opens up about the challenges of life on the road, the grueling schedules, the backstage chaos, and the moments that almost broke him. Today, we uncover the untold story of the man who made touring legendary and hated almost every minute of it. For fans, a Rolling Stones tour is pure magic, roaring crowds, unforgettable concerts, the ultimate rock and roll experience. But for Mick, the truth was more complicated. He recalls endless flights, long drives between cities, hotel rooms that felt more like cells than havens. The thrill of performing live was unmatched, yes, but the exhaustion, constant travel, and relentless pressure often overshadowed the glory. Jagger's stage presence is legendary, but it came at a cost. Every concert demanded perfection, every move scrutinized by millions. There was no room for error, no days off. He confesses that sometimes the adrenaline that carried him through a show barely masked the physical and mental toll. "The crowd gives you energy," he said, "but it also demands everything from you, even when you feel nothing left to give." Life on tour wasn't just about performing. Mick had to navigate band tensions, egos, and clashing personalities. Creative disagreements, travel, stress, and the weight of legacy created constant friction. Even friendships with other band members sometimes strained under pressure. He admits to feeling isolated despite being surrounded by the people he had known for decades. Touring wasn't just a marathon of music. It was a test of endurance, patience, and diplomacy. Age added a new dimension to the challenge. At 78, the toll on his body is undeniable. Nights of performing, screaming vocals, and dancing that once felt effortless now demand careful planning and resilience. Mick speaks candidly about how his body no longer recovers as quickly, how long flights and constant time zone changes are draining. Behind the glamour, there's pain, soreness, and exhaustion that fans never see. Beyond the expected challenges, Mick reveals some unexpected nightmares: technical failures, mid-show, travel delays that risked missing performances, and encounters with overzealous fans. He recalls moments when stage equipment failed, or when sound checks went disastrously wrong, situations that could turn a night into chaos. Even in sold-out arenas, the unseen battles behind the curtain shaped his touring experience. Despite the hardships, Mick's love for music and performing never faded. The very experiences he hated also taught resilience, patience, and the importance of savoring the magic of live performance. He explains that every nightmare on tour somehow feeds back into the art, into the energy he brings on stage, the connection with fans, and the stories he carries through the music. So when you watch Mick Jagger command the stage, remember, behind that electrifying performance lies decades of exhaustion, chaos, and moments he secretly hated. And yet, he keeps going, proving that rock and roll is not just about fame, it's about endurance, passion, and surviving the touring nightmares that most fans will never see. Agar Shaho, Mainis. Voiceover, K. Liye. Short, punchy sentences, whale version by Bana Dun Jahan. Harline. Dramatic or. Engaging, Ho. Exactly 10-min YouTube reading, K. Liye. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.